Welcome to IELTS Academy 9. I'm Yusr, and today we will learn how to answer writing task 1 in the IELTS general module, which is writing a letter. So by the end of this video, you will be able to write a letter very easily. Just watch the video till the end because we'll have 2 samples to practice on. Now let's get started. Basically, your letter is out of 150 words, and this means you cannot write less than 150 words, but you can write more. However, don't write a lot, because the more you write, the more you make mistakes. Stick to the average, which is 180 to 200 words. Number 2, you should always consider these 3 aspects whenever you write a letter: the type, tone, and structure. Type means what kind of a letter it is. Is it a letter to invite someone or to complain about something, and so on. And I'll speak about this in detail in this video. Number 2 is the tone. Tone means the formality of the letter. Is it a formal letter or not? 3 is the structure, which means all the components that you should include in your letter, or all the points that must be there in your letter. Now let's start with the first aspect, which is the type. Why is it important to know the type of the letter before you start writing? Because simply you need to state the purpose of your letter at the beginning. The purpose means why you are writing this letter. I'm writing to invite, or to inform, or to request, and so on. And there are different types for the letter. The first type is invitation. You invite someone for something, like a meal, a birthday party, or visiting a place, and so on. A letter of complaint. You make a complaint about someone or something, someone like a noisy neighbor, for example, or something like a bad service. Request. You ask for something like a compensation in a form of refund or exchange. A letter of inquiry. You inquire, ask about some information related to a course or the price of a ticket. Recommend. You can recommend someone like a colleague or a teacher, or something like a website or a book. Apology. You apologize for something you have done, like for example you borrowed a friend's car and you made an accident, so you apologize for this. Giving information or offering information, like telling a pen friend about your country or your city. A letter of gratitude or thanking. You thank a friend, for example, for a gift he or she bought for you on your birthday. So these are the types that you will find in the exam. Aspect number 2 is the tone. As I told you, tone is the formality of the letter, and we have 3 tones for the letter: formal, semi-formal, and informal. And this depends on who you are writing to, the relationship between you and the person you are sending the letter to. So formal means that you don't know the person at all. For example, you are writing to a manager of a place complaining about something, or you are writing to a college to inquire or ask about information for a course that you are going to enroll. Here your letter is formal. Semi-formal is still formal, but you know the person. For example, your neighbor, your landlord, your teacher or tutor, and so on. Informal means you know the person and the person is very close to you, like friend or classmate or pen friend. So whenever you find the word friend or classmate in the exam, you know that this is informal or casual letter. Aspect number 3 is the structure. And structure means how you organize your letter, and you have to move in order. You start with greetings. Of course, you use the word dear. If it's formal and you don't know the person, you say dear sir or madam. If you know the person, dear master or ms or miss, dear professor. And of course, if it's a formal letter, you use the last name with dear. But if it's informal, you use the first name, like dear Kevin, if he's your friend. After greeting is the introduction. Introduction is stating the purpose of the letter, and you can start with this sentence: I'm writing to. I'm writing to inform you. I'm writing to say sorry about. I'm writing to invite. I'm writing to make a complaint, and so on. After the introduction, we have the body. And the body covers the points in the question in separate paragraphs. So you have to make sure that every single point in a separate paragraph. The average is 3 paragraphs. After the body, there is a closing sentence, which is a nice sentence you end your letter with. If it's a formal letter, for example, you can say, I look forward to your response, or I hope that you will take action soon. And if it's informal, you can have something casual like, have a great day, hope to catch up with you soon. Next is the last thing in the letter, which is the sign-off and signature. Yours faithfully or sincerely, and you write your name if it's formal. If it's informal, you say best regards or yours or lots of love and your name. A very important tip you have to consider whenever you write a letter. Even though you are writing this letter for an exam, try to imagine it's a real situation and try to make it as realistic as possible. Of course, every one of us have been through one of these experiences, inviting someone or complaining about something or requesting or asking for information. So in the exam, try to recall a situation and then make a story out of it and start writing your letter. Now, let's have a practice on samples from real exams and see firsthand the 3 different aspects: the type, tone, and structure. As you can see on the left, we have the question. You are going on a short course to a training college abroad. It's a college that you haven't been to before. Write a letter to the accommodation officer. In your letter, give details of your course and your arrival and departure date. Explain your accommodation needs. Ask for information about getting to and from the college. Write at least 150 words. You don't need to write any addresses. Begin your letter as follows: Dear. So first thing, decide what type it is. Give details, so it's giving information, but here ask for information. And this is one of the things you can find in the question. 2 types in one letter. You start with giving some information and inquire about other information. After the type, you have to think about the tone. Of course, the tone here is formal because we are writing to a college, to someone that you don't know. Let's see the letter here. We start with greetings, dear sir or madam. After that, we have the introduction, which is stating the purpose. I'm writing to inform you that I'll be attending the advanced insurance course. Next, we'll have the body paragraphs covering the 3 points. So here we have 3 points in the question, and we'll have 3 paragraphs, each covers 1 point. The first point is give details of your course and your arrival and departure date. So I must have this information in the first paragraph. Let's read it. The course is held from Tuesday, 24th April until 27th April at the University of Hartford. I'll be arriving on the afternoon of Monday, 23rd, and will be leaving on the morning of Saturday, the 28th of April. Therefore, I'll require a single room for this time. So you can find the details of the course and arriving and departure. Point number 2. Explain your accommodation needs. I would prefer my own bathroom if this is possible, but I don't mind sharing if I have to. However, as I am wheelchair bound, the room will have to be disability friendly. Could you please tell me how much this will cost and how I should make a payment? Do you accept Visa? So in this paragraph, he includes his needs in the accommodation, and of course he asks about how much this will cost him. Point number 3, ask for information about getting to and from the college. As I don't know the area, I would also be grateful if you could provide some information about getting to and from the university. Will I need to take public transport from the station, or is there a university bus service? Any information on what to see and do in the area would also be greatly appreciated. This is the 3rd paragraph covering the 3rd point. After that, we have the closing sentence. Thank you for your assistance. And the sign off and signature, sincerely Alex Jones. And as you can see, writing full name because this is a formal letter. Now let's move to another sample, which is informal. On the left is the question. An English-speaking friend wants to spend a 2-week holiday in your region and has written asking for information and advice. Write a letter to your friend. In your letter, offer to find somewhere to stay, give advice about what to do, give information about what clothes to bring. Again, whenever you find the word friend, you know this is a casual or informal letter. Here we have the greeting, Dear Kevin. And then we have the introductory sentence or stating the purpose. I'm delighted that you're coming to Singapore next month. The first paragraph, we have the first point. Offer to find somewhere to stay. Let's read the first paragraph. I think it would be great if you could stay with me and my family, who send you their best wishes. Otherwise, if you prefer, I can easily book you a cheap but comfortable hotel near the beach where you can be more independent. Point 2. Give advice about what to do, the activities. Paragraph 2. There are lots of things to do in my city. If I were you, I'd spend some days on the beach relaxing and 1 or 2 days sightseeing in the city. There are several interesting museums and temples that I'm sure you will enjoy. One place you really should visit is an excellent theme park called Sentosa, where you will want to spend the whole day. Also, you ought to go to our excellent night safari, which is about an hour away by bus. The third point, give information about what clothes to bring. You don't need to bring a lot of clothes because the weather is normally warm and sunny, and of course rainy. However, in the evening it's a bit cooler, so you may need a jersey and a jacket. Please let me know exactly when you are coming so that I can meet you at the airport. Here we have the closing sentence. It will be great to see you again so we can get up to date with all the news. Sign off and signature, love, Tina. Very simple, casual, because it's an informal letter. So that's all for this video. I believe that I have covered all the aspects that you have to consider whenever you write a letter. So I hope that you find the video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to watch my new videos.